Arby's, we got the meats. It's your boy Pauly C coming at you with another episode of Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. Today I'm using the swirly floor machine pictured here. All the products today are Encapstore.com, link in the description. Dragon Citrus is what I'm using for the solution. I think they changed the name. It was Citrus Fire at one point. And then I'm using a microfiber scrubbing pad similar to this one. And I am using the 15-inch Ironman pad to extract, which is exactly these. Again, check out the link in the description for Encapstore.com. They have all the best products and equipment, and wait till you see what happens today. All right, and there you go. I got my lettering and logo on my van. I'm excited about that. Took me a while. I'm using the restaurant's vacuum because they locked the door, and I think the manager is on a conference call or something, so I couldn't get her to open the door again. I found a cheaper Bissell-style vacuum. But check it out. You can see the contrast in the patterns. I do this every 6 months. I did my first one 6 months ago. If you go back and check out the Arby's video there, you'll see they were black. And what I did was I used the Citrus Dragon. Came out beautiful. I had to do multiple steps and just to get it scrubbed out. Excuse me. But since this time, the 6-month period, even the manager couldn't believe that it lasted that long because they get a lot of grease and traffic. So there's Citrus Fire. Can't remember if there was some kind of a name issue with the trademark. So he changed it to the Dragon Citrus or Citrus Dragon. Got my pads. The first one on top I use for a walk-off mat. I usually put that at the entrance when there's tiles so I don't slip and fall. I have the Citrus Dragon mixed up down there in my 5-gallon pail. There's the Ironman pads. I have the Work sprayer. So without further ado, let's watch this cheap vacuum underperform. If you watch my videos, you know I have a Hoover Hush Tone commercial vacuum, which is just a straight powerhouse. Anyway, in general, I'll get some of this little particulate stuff up that I can get up. And then where you do see the tables, they're supposed to normally have all the tables and chairs out of the way and have it all pre-vacuumed. Obviously, that didn't happen. So the few tables and these chairs that are hanging over the edge, once I get through the central area on my second pass coming through, I'll pick all these up out of the way, shift the tables over. I will do the cleaning. You'll watch me pre-spray. Everything has been sped up about 2.5 times normal speed. You'll watch me pre-spray with the Works sprayer. That is a battery operated, basically like a pressure washer. Definitely want to get the solution down, and what I'm doing here brings me back to my hot water extraction days where I used to just start at the furthest area and pre-spray all of the carpets. If I was doing an 8-room home, I would spray them all because with the hot water extraction, that stuff's going to dwell. It might dry a little bit, but the hot water is going to reactivate everything and I'll rinse it all out. In this restaurant situation, I like to pre-spray it all with the Citrus Fire or Citrus Dragon, let it dwell, and then I will fill my bucket back up with water and solution, and I'll put my pads in the bucket, and I'll just gently wring them out. I'll leave them kind of really not sopping, but damp. And that will kind of reactivate anything that may have dried. If I need to, I'll come back through with the Work sprayer and respray the areas that will be needed. And don't get excited if you do see me spraying the backs of the chairs and some of the bottoms of the table. No big deal. This stuff is safe for everything. It's not going to ruin any of the metal base or the paint. And generally I'll wipe those down when I put them back in place. So stay tuned and I'll catch up to you a little further in the video. Alrighty, so we get it good and heavy. It's already starting to dissolve some of those grease and soils. The Citrus Dragon's awesome. That citrus is definitely needed in restaurants. I could have used Angry Lemon. This is a good idea to empty your sprayer out so that the product doesn't dry back to a powder or down to a crystal in your pump. We'll take a walk back here. I'll fill this about halfway up with hot water. I do have some of the solution left in the bottom. And then we'll get going with the swirly. Most of you that watch my videos know I got really sick at a home that had a lot of cat feces. So I don't know if you hear me in the background, sometimes sniffing. I'm still kind of getting over the symptoms. I should be fine. Alrighty, couple of things that I'll explain. That little tie strap, that is on that side. I'm right-handed. I like to keep the cord up over the left side so I can operate the right side. And then there, you see that bungee cord? If you watched my last video, I was using a orange tie strap. And I didn't have a chance to go get the longer tie strap, so I saw the bungee cord in my van, and I thought, I wonder if that would work. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my new tool of choice. You just simply put it over the little knob that you have to usually bend down. I have to go on the side and bend down and pull it up and down. But now with the bungee cord, I just strap it on there, strap it up on the back side of the bolt that holds the solution tank on. You'll see me operate it several times probably within this video if you watch it to the end. It is a cool little tip if you happen to own the swirly floor machine or you're interested in getting the floor machine from Encapstore. There's no modifications required. If you just know me, I'm always looking for easier ways to do things. I don't I don't modify motors or modify anything that could damage or change the warranty on the machine. So you'll never see me do that. But simple access to having the handle go up and down by just pulling that cord out. Way easier on your boy. Old man Polly C. Can't be stooping and bending. Plus, when I'm going up the side of a bed against the wall in a tight area, I can never get around to adjust the hand or adjust the lever because I can't reach down and pull that knob. So that's the only reason why I've got it. You may not even need it. You may not even notice, that it seems like a hassle to do that. So just my preference, that's it. I just thought I'd explain that so you don't think you have to make any modifications. In my opinion, this machine is the best 175 floor machine on the market. It is, again, Encapstore's product. It's called the Swirly. They've got a couple versions of it. This is just the 2.5 gallon tank fed unit, 175. Very easy. This is pretty much the primary tool that I leave on my vehicle, apart from the Auric Orbiter for stairs. I do own the mighty ECO 14, which is a behemoth. I love it. I use it. I also own the Orbot Vibe, one of the nicest machines, easiest machines to use. I do use that for bigger commercial jobs. I could use it for this, it wouldn't matter, but I like the ability to just let the machine move side to side. It's very nimble. It gets in and out of these tight corners. The key to using a rotary on residential or commercial cleaning is always going to be time. Let the machine do the work. You're not scrubbing and using elbow grease. All you're doing is just kind of letting the machine glide. If you have an area like this that's a lot more soiled, let it sit for a longer period. Again, keep in mind this is sped up at 2.5 times normal speed. So I am going a lot slower, and this is just the pre-scrub. I'll be coming back with the cotton Ironman pad to extract. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, the machine is very affordable. This machine runs, I think, $1,350. And Encapstore does have in-home financing, I believe. So look into that if you're interested in carrying this machine. My other machines are a lot more costly, upwards to $3,000. So this one, oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, I'm pulling too hard back on the handle. There we go. All right. And you see, I just hook it right on that clip. Excuse me. All right. You can see these scrubbing strips do pick up a lot of soil. Don't get me wrong, you could just use these if you have to. Just go over it multiple times, but I like the white cotton pad. And like I said, I did this one 6 months ago, and it was really, really bad. This time it's not as bad, which means that the encapsulation process here and the pad capping is the right answer. The reason that I got this account, and I signed a long-term contract up to 48 months, and every 6 months I'll be here. The money is good, and I will take my time, get it looking great, but the more I do this, like this second time, it wasn't as bad as what they used to get. They used to have a guy with a portable steam cleaner. He would clean it, would look okay, and then within 30 days it would be black again. And he would just blame it on the fact that it's a restaurant, there's oil, grease, people walking in and out of the rain. So they gave me a try, and immediately afterwards, they decided that this is the answer, and they decided to continue to use me. I think they waited 60 days to evaluate everything, and then we set up the long-term contract. So easy to do, just keep people happy. Again, you'll see me come back and lift those chairs, slide these tables. Lots of freaky shadows in here, so bear with me on that. And then there is some natural wear patterns. This is a light gray carpet, so we're not looking for a miracle. They thought they were going to have to replace these carpets when I came here 6 months ago. My wife and I both worked on it. She moved things around. We used multiple pads, a heavier rayon pad, some other stuff to get it clean. This time, just the general everyday pads I use, pre-scrubbed with the scrubbing strip, microfiber pad, followed by the Ironman cotton pad to extract. I'm not shower feeding at all. I wanted to go ahead and pre-spray for the dwell time. You can see that pad is pretty wet. It's dripping. But that's what I want. That's going to come over here. It's going to get in there. It's hot water. It's going to reactivate any of the citrus dragon that's in place there. So stay tuned. I'll get to cleaning here, and then I've got some other stuff I'll show you. I did use my Ryobi cordless shop vac today, which was kind of fun. I used that for various jobs where I have just, if I'm in and I'm cleaning and I use the brush on the bottom of this machine, sometimes even after vacuuming, it will flip up some hair that might have been built or deep down in the carpet. So I have a cordless shop vac, Ryobi. I think it's maybe a 3-gallon or 4-gallon, not very big. You'll see me hold it in my hand. The biggest thing is the batteries on these Ryobis. I have I think it's a 2-hour battery, which I'll show you that one today. It will last probably close to the duration of this job, just kind of vacuuming up any debris. And then I've got some bigger batteries, some 4-hour batteries that work a little bit better. So keep those charged up. You'll see me use that from time to time on different jobs. This one definitely needed it. I did pan out at my watch, I think a couple times during this video. I started at 7:30, we're at 8:16 now. So it's only been 45, 46 minutes. And we are already using the Ironman pad, I believe, here. And then at the end of the video, I think we end up, you'll see, I'll hit my watch again. I think it's 9:26. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, basically a 2-hour job. That's doing it by myself. Oh, yeah. Now, that's nowhere near as dark as it was the first time we did these carpets. I promise you, it's still dirty, but hey, it's a restaurant. What do you want? Lots of foot traffic. It's kind of strange to see carpet in a fast food dining area these days. Everything's turning to wood or tile. I do clean both of those. I have different options that I use for that. So, all right. Stay tuned. I'll get back with you in a minute. Alrighty then, let's take a look at the pad. Oh boy. Oh yeah. All right, let's get another one and continue on. Time to get the perimeters where there's tables. You can see I'm pulling them out. I'll move the chairs up. I'm gonna move my plug over here to where I had the vacuum plugged in. I'll put the sign over that in case someone walks in that door. We don't have a trip and fall situation. All right, there we go. They should have been up like this to begin with, but hey, sometimes you got to deal with a few things. No big deal. Like I said, I've got this account locked down for 48 months, which is cool. Every 6 months, me and my swirly will be out here maintaining and beautifying these restaurant carpets. And that damp pad, you could see when I pre-sprayed, I sprayed through the grill of the back of the chair. There is pre-spray there, but that damp pad will, even alone, that water's so hot, it'll probably pick up a lot of that foot traffic where people sit. We'll put it all back together. It's 8:46 now, so we've been at it for an hour and about 16 minutes. We're almost at the end of this. If it wasn't for all the little debris and food and stuff and them having a Bissell vacuum, if I had access to my regular commercial vac, I would have thoroughly pre-vac'd a little better, and I would have edged, and I wouldn't have had to come back through at the end and post-vacuum. So stay tuned, we're looking good. Alrighty, let's see if I can suck that cord up into the machine. That'll drive me nuts. Here we go with my bungee. Oh yeah, Policy signature bungee move. Oh, I gotta love it. I enjoy what I do. That's probably the good thing. Even though I've been really sick from one of those jobs, I am recovering. You could probably hear it in my voice. It's going to be a long process. They say it could take up to 2 months to fully get decongested. So I do hate when people sniff on camera. So if you hear me sniffing, I apologize. Check it out. Let me zoom in past the shadows. Oh, yeah. There you go. Citrus Fire, which is now called Citrus Dragon or Dragon Citrus. I can't remember. You see it at the beginning. Here's my Ryobi battery-operated shop vac with the 2 amp or 2 hour battery. This thing works great. I love it. I love that there's no cord. Very simple. The tool on the end is one of those Pro Team. I think it's a universal head. It does floors or carpets. I got that, I think, on Amazon. Just look up Pro Team shop vac attachment or backpack attachment head. You can see it's doing a great job picking up all the debris. That's going to help. Plus, I can feel it picking up some moisture, which might even be a secondary benefit. If there was any moisture, it's going to give it the once over and help it to dry down even quicker. This restaurant opens at, I think it's 10, but the manager's going to keep it closed off until 11 or 12. Let it really dry. That will be helpful. And again, these shop vacs, this particular shop vac, I think it's like $119, but be careful. It doesn't come with the battery and the charger. And your basic battery and charger will cost you $60 additional. The only reason I bought this, I was at Home Depot. It was on sale for 50% off. Might have been 75%. It was $60 for the shop vac. And then I had to pay $60 for the battery and the 2 hour, or the charger and the 2 hour battery, which is on here, which only lasts about 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. I think it's not that great. They do have the high efficiency ones. I think it's $199, $200 for a pack of 2. I think they're 6 hour batteries. I don't know if they last the whole 6 hours, but I wasn't willing to invest in those. I ordered 2 more batteries that are supposedly the 4 hour batteries. I got a 2-pack for $59 on Amazon. So I've got those with me just in case I need to switch batteries. If I do end up buying additional Ryobi products, that'd be great because I'll already have additional battery units, and then I'll just grow from there. But you can see, here's the battery. It says I think it's 2AH. So see, I'm done, and it's right at the end of its life. So whatever, if you look back, I know I sped it up. I think it might have lasted 15 minutes. It's going to be time for me to put things back together, do some final photos. Let's have a little walkthrough. Looking golden. Oh yeah. Dirty restaurant carpets. Being cleaned through the VLM method, even though we call it encapsulation. If you just spray your product and it's, say, Awesome Encap, Simple Encap, any encapsulating product, your true encapsulation is just spraying it using a brush or a CRB, counter-rotating brush machine, agitate it in, let it dry, and then post-vacuum or have the customer post-vacuum. We don't do that, or I don't do that. I do spray the product so that I don't have any residue, because if there is anything left, it dries down to a brittle crystal or a polymer. But I'm doing what's called pad capping, and that's doing the extraction with the cotton pad. So no need to post-vacuum, but when they do post-vacuum, it just looks cleaner and cleaner, as we can tell from the 6-month period in between this cleaning. Check it out. Looks good. Again, it's a little damp in some of those areas. Got to dry, but keep in mind, this is a restaurant. It is ready to open today. Looking good. Oh yeah, proud of my work. Did this today all by myself, no help. Took me 2 hours. There it is, 9:27. So I started about 7:30, so just 2 hours, we'll call it. There you go, Arby's and your boy tearing up the game. Appreciate you all stopping in to watch another episode. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.